Anyone who was in the Bay Area in September 2020 remembers it well. The few days that looked and felt like the apocalypse when our skies turned orange. It was the second week of September, and heavy smoke from fires north of us in Plumas and Butte counties interacting with weather conditions caused days of this eerie orangeness. Now, that moment, along with other momentous 2020 events like the pandemic and Black Lives Matter, are the basis for an original new show debuting soon in San Francisco. And here with me today is musical director Rodney Earl Jackson Jr. Hello, Rodney. And playwright Julius Ernesto Rea of the musical The Day the Sky Turned Orange. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you so much. I'm actually the director of the piece.
You are the director, right. And you are also the founder of SFBATCO, the theater company, right?
Our theater company, San Francisco Bay Area Theater Company, or SFBATCO, just turned 10 years old last year.
Congratulations. Local theater companies with an eye towards what is the focus of your theater company and work?
We focus on stories of, for, and by the Bay. We love new works. We love investigating in Bay Area stories like The Day the Sky Turned Orange. Last year we did a play about Miss Betty Reed Soskin, who was the longest living park ranger, and she turned 103 years old and she lives in the Bay Area. So always about local stories, always about local people. So engaging local artists about local stories.
Yeah, Julius and Rodney, you're both from the Bay Area. I love that.
Yes.
So let's talk about it because you lived through that, right? The day when the days, multiple, when it was all orange. That coupled with other things that happened in 2020. We had the pandemic, we had the Black Lives Matter protests, we had a bitter election, the presidential election. Tell me about how you guys folded that into this one story.
Yes. Well, with the source material, obviously there's a lot to pull from. And the interesting thing about The Day the Sky Turned Orange specifically is that everyone in the Bay Area has a specific and unique memory of that day. Implanted on them almost. So even when I talk to people saying, oh, we're making a piece about the day the sky turned orange, they go into their memories and you can see it in their eyes. So all of that stuff, all of the things of isolation from the pandemic to the hope that we just had to get through the next day. And even on that day, the day the sky turned orange, we found a lot of people woke up, didn't know what time it was, didn't know where they were kind of acclimating to everything, and then they had to go to work. They had to continue doing everything.
And then had to deal with all those things we also mentioned that happened that year, right? So I love that concept. It's wrapped around that eerie moment, but you explore all the different themes, and you do so. I know it sounds really heavy, but the good thing is I think there's wonderful music to really pull it together. Different genres too, right?
Yes. There's R&B music, there's soul music, there's hip-hop. My really, really good friend and college roommate, Olivia Cooper Harris, is the lyricist and composer of the music. She was just on The Voice, and she's on tour right now with Teddy Swims and is going to be coming up to see the production. But I asked her, I said, Olivia, we want to make a musical that we were engaged in when we were in school. We went to Carnegie Mellon University, studied musical theater. So we love like Rent and Hamilton and Wicked and all the fun musicals. But like, why did that engage us back when we were young people? How can we make music that will engage young people as well? Be a source material for them to spark, to change, to do something. And so we were like, oh, let's make musicals that will be at a music festival that you can hear on the radio, that could be in the top 20, the top 50, you know, not just old show tunes. And so here we are with this musical, The Day the Sky Turned Orange.
I'm sure it's going to connect with a lot of people. Okay, I hate to put you on the spot, but you grew up watching me, you said, so I will. So I was looking at the video, and I don't think we had any of the actual music. Can you perform a little tiny bit? I know you're not the, you know, the actor, but a little bit of the something.
Well, one of the beautiful songs in the show is How Far Gone. And they sing, oh, Mother Nature, how far gone have I gone? And it's talking about speaking to Mother Earth. Have we gone too far? Speaking to her directly as if making San Francisco, the nature, a character, personifying it. And that's what we do with art. We change the metaphors so that people can interpret it differently, so that they can have catharsis, so that they can reflect on it, so that they can go out and change, be the movers. And Olivia always said to me back when we were in college, she said, Rodney, we're really blessed. I said, why? She said, because music is our outlet. We actually can use it for our therapy.
You have that, and that is great, and you can share that with the audience. So tell us, when does the Day the Sky Turned Orange debut? How long is the run, and where can people get tickets?
We're actually opening the anniversary of the Day the Sky Turned Orange on October 9th. We preview, September 9th.
Okay.
We preview September 5th, but we open September 9th, and we run for an entire month.
And it's at the Z Space in San Francisco in the Mission. Okay, and what's the website?
SFBATCO.org/orange.
All right, I love that. Rodney, Earl Jackson Jr. and Julius Ernesto Rea, thank you both so much. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much
for
being
here. Love the outfit. Don't think I didn't notice. Okay, we'll be right back.